Question 15. Complete the table of values for y equals x squared minus 2x. On a graph, draw the grid of y equals x squared minus 2x between minus 2 and 4. And finally, solve the equation x minus 2x minus 2 equals 1. So let's start off with the table of values. So what we need to do here is to use our calculator perhaps, or maybe not, and put the values through the equation. So it's really substitution. So in the first case, if x equals minus 2, then y is going to equal minus 2 squared minus 2 times minus 2. So that gives me 4. Subtract, well, 4 minus 2 times minus 2 gives me plus 4. And so my first value is 8. So we'll put that in there. Now a slightly easier one, I think. If we substitute in 1, we're going to get y will equal 1 squared minus 2 1s are 2. 1 minus 2 equals minus 1. So we've got 1 minus 1. If we substitute in plus 2, we're going to get y equals 2 squared minus 2 times 2, which is going to be 4 take 4, which is going to equal 0. We've got the 3, and finally, if x equals 4, we've got y equals 4 squared minus 2 4s. And that's going to be 16, take away 8, it's going to equal 8. So we now have all the coordinates we need. Now we simply need to plot these coordinates on the graph. So we'll start off with minus 2, 8. So come across to minus 2 and go up to 8. So that's our first point, and I'll mark all the others in. And with these quadratic graphs you can see a kind of symmetry which you need to expect. In fact, it's symmetrical through the point x equals 1. So all we have to do is join this line up with a smooth curve, and you should do a better job than me with a pen, and I'm doing this on iPad, but that's not too bad. That shows you where it goes. So that's the graph drawn. Now finally, we've got to solve x squared minus 2x minus 2 equals 1. Now what we need to do here is to get this as the subject of the equation. So I need to move my minus 2 to the other side. The reason we do that is because we then can use the graph. So when is x squared minus 2x equal to 3? Remember, if I move the minus 2 across the other side, it becomes a plus number, and plus 1 plus 2 will give you the 3. Right, so when does x squared minus 2x equal 3? Well, we need to draw a line when y equals 3, so we've got to come halfway between the 2 and the 4, like that, and we will find our solutions where it crosses here. And in fact, they're really easy to read off. So the solutions will be when x equals minus 1, that's the coordinate there, so the point of intersection between the line x squared minus 2x and the line y equals 3 will give you the answers you need. So going to the higher value then of x, when x is 3, then y is 3 as well. So the other solution, so the coordinates x equals minus 1 and x equals 3. You could, if you'd wanted to, solve that by factorisation. You could have moved the 1. Okay, you could have moved the 1 over, and I'll just show you how you could have done that. So you could have said x squared minus 2x, bring the 1 to the other side, minus 3 equals 0, and you could have factorised, and if you factorise that, you will get x minus 3 times x plus 1 equals 0, leading you to the solution x equals 3, x equals minus 1. So either way is fine, you've got the answers.